Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines in our beautiful city. In the previous episodes we took care of the dam districts. We have industry, we have shopping, we have some residential over here. This is probably gonna be tourism. However, today, at least in the beginning of the episode, I would like to tend to something else, and that is actually this mountain here. We only got this started in some episode and of course we never really did something with it. By the way, I started the Oxygen Not Included series on the channel yesterday. Gonna make sure to link that in the info card on the top and also in the description. You should give this a try. It is one of my best introductory videos to a game I think I've ever done. Currently we have one connection here to the Atlantis district and then it is just connected to over here to, what is this? Neptune Falls? Wait. Neptune's Trident, of course. So that's what we're gonna be working on today. And the first thing we want to do is pause the game and possibly rebuild this. I wonder how long this was out of order. Anyways, the first thing I kind of want to fix the looks of is the monorail section here. Now, I figured out if you just aim it right, you can actually move the pillars together with the rails, but it is kind of agonizing to find that sweet spot. Usually I only hit the pillar. There we go. Okay, so if I just drag over this, this is making it much easier to adjust. Great. Anyways, I would like to destroy all of this anyways. I think we'll manage to do this much smoother. There it is, monorail. Okay, so we want to connect from this guy with a curve all the way over to this guy. So much. Ooh, wow. This is so much better. And what is broken here? Come on, cable car, stop. Why are you doing this to me? And where are the... Wait, they destroyed everything. Now I have to rebuild the cable as well. Jeez, we let this get out of hands quick. Anyways, we're gonna do the same thing with this rail. This is way too wonky and I can use the road anarchy to make this much better if I want to. So we're gonna do something like that and then connect you. Okay, it's better, not good yet. So I'm gonna try that trick again. Oh yes, finally, thank you. It's just too finicky to use the single selection, it simply doesn't work. There, and if we just get this right. Okay, this slope is now good. I guess one thing that could save it is bring this a little bit over, bring this over as well. Then we can get rid of this curve. And then I would like to see a nice slope. Oh my gosh, this is driving me insane. I did it. It took me a while. It took me a freaking while, but I'm actually happy with, well, I guess we could always do a little bit more. Okay, the slope is more or less perfect now. It's just this little bit that I have to fix, but I'm not gonna bore you with it. Wait, I just noticed the cable cars were supposed to continue. This is just a stop. Okay, can you go now? No, they were just turning around there. Come on, I want to see you go straight. No, don't do this to me. Okay, we have someone... Wow. This is surely gonna result in a crash. Anyways, it's time to set up a bunch of roads. These two things should definitely be connected in some way or the other. What just happened? Don't do this to me, game. I just want to move over here. Let's see. We could then potentially bridge over. Hold on. This needs to be a tiny bit higher. Something like that. Though, to what end? This doesn't really make sense. What if we tunnel down instead? I think that might be the better option in this case. So we kind of go underground here, and then we move slightly down the mountain, and then maybe somewhere along here we will join up with the road again. There we go. It is even quite smooth. Maybe we have to raise this one up a little bit. This entire road section can go up a bit, but roads, you know, are allowed to go up quite steeply. Oh my gosh. Okay, fair enough. Let's continue with the roads. I have to admit this is kind of hard and I'm not sure how many bridges and stuff I want to build, but I think it's okay if it is cluttered a little bit. Road already occupied, road anarchy, come to the rescue. Sure, let's go ahead and do it. I just want to know what types of bridges I have available to me. If we use a different road, like what type of bridge do we get from the industry? No, not really what I was expecting. So are we gonna continue the theme here with the wooden bridges? Yeah, I mean, it has its certain charm, right? Let me just upgrade. Wow, okay, that is kind of weird. Well, first things first, we need to select the nodes and kind of smooth this out. There we go. Now we have more or less a perfectly straight bridge. Not perfectly straight into all directions. Then we would continue here just a tiny bit. We can have, what can we have here? Man, this is crazy. Yeah, I have to admit it is kind of difficult to establish nice road patterns here in the mountains with this game. So road anarchy for projects like this is just an absolute must. And then I guess move it is also a must in order to fix the insane stuff that you've built with road anarchy. I then would like to wrap around this mountain, come down a little bit, come down here, that's fine, take a little turn. Gonna continue here, wrap around this, then go straight down into here. Oh, yes. Now we're kind of talking. Now maybe, just maybe we can still do something with the bridge that I wanted to place here, even though, well, that doesn't make sense. It would need to go into the other direction, something like that. And then it could lead into the road, for instance. Let me try that. So we go over here and into the road. Great! We are then taking a dirt pathway in order to make our way down the mountain. Come on, we can do this without a bridge. Yes, and then we want to move over here into the road. Well, how crazy is this? Kind of insane. Okay, that is impossible. Let's try and fix that by actually gradually going down here. Kind of getting there. Okay, now I can select the nodes that I kind of outlined the slope myself. And we're gonna use the slope tool. So slope objects. Okay, I regret that. Still gonna do a little bit of manual labor. Okay, nice. Now it is actually believable. The only thing we'll have to fix, obviously, is the terrain. But that should be easy. Just closing the gap. I feel like a surgeon here. We will also have to do a lot of smoothing with the unnatural cliffs we've just generated. Actually, maybe let me go into full berserker mode here. And we need soil. I think we could take a little bit from here. This is also too steep. Yeah. It was about time we fixed some of these issues I created with the roads. I would like to see more cliff stuff here. Okay. Yeah, much better. Now we can actually decorate it and make it look great. I think we're gonna leave it like so. This is great. Okay, it's taking shape. Now we have this road, that road. We need more stuff. I'm actually going to continue the dirt theme a little bit. We're going to make our way up here. Going to make a little connection here as well. I mean, there are always a few spots where we can set up houses. This here is definitely going to be all low density. And I wonder, can we get more of these building squares? We need zonable landscape. And I wonder, why can I not get more of these? That's so crazy. Well, I guess this is still too much of a slope. In this case, we'll have to provoke a couple more roads like this. This is acceptable building space, but, you know, right around here, there is basically nothing. This is just a pathway down that we can decorate with nature. Ah, there we have a little living space area, okay, for the craziest of people to live in. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at it after we are zoning certain things. It's gonna do a lot with the terrain whenever there is a building forming, as it is leveling the playing field. But yeah, I guess we could get things started, at least, you know, let the game run for a tiny bit and see what happens here. But we're gonna make use of all the spaces here. Actually not this one. Did I just pull up the camera screen? Man, I'm so out of touch with the shortcuts now that I've played so much Oxygen Not Included. Once again, I really recommend you to go ahead and give this series a try. All of this residential, this is offices for a buffer zone, so they are not being disturbed by the noise. Though this, yeah, I guess this road isn't being used much. I'm too curious. I have to unpause. Wait. Utilities. And it probably also is not part of a district yet. There we go. You guys get all the utilities in the world. I'm such a good mayor. In terms of power, seems like they do have the power. Okay, yeah, I have this connected by now. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is actually, I didn't even realize. So we only have to make it up the mountain somehow without using the power poles, and we can get rid of them. But there we go. We already have some people starting to build, and that's what I meant. We cannot do too much smoothing before everyone is settled down in their upgraded housings. So all we do when laying down the road patterns is a rough estimation of what we want to see. Gonna speed the game up a little bit, see what happens there. My helicopters, I totally forgot about them. Probably still a lot of people waiting at the stops. Now, what did I want to do with this road? I wonder. I came down here. Let's try to achieve that actually without road anarchy. If I can do so, I shall. Never mind, I have a better idea. We're gonna use road anarchy, but I'm also gonna bridge up slightly, like so. Then I want to cross the river slash waterfall. I'm not sure. This is like an extreme river. We are then going to slope back down here if I can. Is this touching the ground now? Yes. Okay. And so there's going to be another bridge. And hopefully now we can make our way down here. Let's see. Yes, I mean, it kind of works out. We now have established another connection into Neptune's Trident. And it is an absolutely perfect road. Gonna give this another chance. Much better. Okay. Hey, voila. What do you say to that? Not too shabby. Let's continue zoning. Actually, could we have a couple of buildings here? I think so. You know, some lonely loners, mountain dwellers. Can have some stuff here as well, though. How large is the radius of this wind turbine? I might not want to zone that here. Let's actually continue with the shopping we already have nearby. Hold on, where the heck were we? Okay, over here. We can zone the entirety of this, and then maybe this is gonna give us a better idea what we still need to make this look a little bit better. Let's have a couple of high-density houses here, just a few. We need those to increase our population still, and then we're gonna do some low-density, mostly for the looks. If we were only going for the most amount of people, of course I would zone high-density. But as the name suggests, the goal of this series is to make not only a big, but also beautiful city. There we go, everything I wanted is zoned so far. Let's wait and see a little bit, let this develop. I'm especially curious as to what the terrain is gonna look like afterwards. By the way, you let me know that we have a 100% leisure rating because of the Eden project right here. This is giving the entirety of the city a 100% rating, so you technically don't need a single other park in the city. And I find this extremely game-breaking. I'm not sure what the devs were thinking when they added this build. This is crazy to me. Well, I'm extremely disappointed about that because I have lost a metric that allows me to determine what we still need. And it's kind of like a cheat. I wish I knew that when I made my Road to a Million series, because that would have allowed me to get rid of all the park structures that also count as adding to the game limits. But yeah, I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna be right back once we get some buildings in the joint. Hold on, I think I wanna keep going with this theme. Yeah, oh no, did I not do that? Wait, we have to include it in the district. Yeah, it's such a pity. Okay, they were just not included in the district and therefore they now have to rebuild. I'm sorry. But we do have the European theme for the low density going on, which gives it a certain familiar charm if you ask me. Yeah, that's probably how most of our neighborhoods look like that are not within a city. Anyways, sorry guys, you have to rebuild, but I'm gonna be right back. Alrighty, we are back. I actually edited the footage you just saw. And then I realized my city was going down the freaking drains. You have no idea. I've now been managing this thing for approximately 30 minutes in order to take care of the traffic mostly. And I brought it down to 15,000 again. But what happened is we actually reached the hard limit for some reason, and it had mostly to do with the train. So I didn't really want to include that in the episode. We did once an episode on fixing trains for like 30 minutes and, well, everything was basically getting stuck, and this had an enormous chain effect. For instance, my public transport people were going down all the way to 2,500, and usually we have around 5,000 or 6,000 even each in-game week using the public transport. Now, I do see a lot of trains stuck here, and the more trains we introduce or the more cargo stations, the bigger of a problem it is going to be, except of course we lay down more rails. Which is a thing we should do, especially here. Anyways, I made it only possible to go into one direction, so people from this district or this general area can actually supply materials to the industry, which is important because they're gonna get the raw materials in there, and then they can drive out into the same direction in order to move to the harbor. So this industry cannot supply anything that is in this direction, but since there is only industry in this direction, they won't need to do that. And this is a normal industry, so this is not producing any raw resources. The raw resources will still have access to this industry. And this actually solved the congestion right here. Usually they can, you know, at some point drive and nobody gets really stuck anymore. However, there are other situations where we still have issues. For instance, I think it was this intersection here. And of course, there are still parts of the rails we obviously haven't done yet. But yeah, it's back to managing the city. We cannot really zone anything new in this regard because we need to be careful. But there you go. We can have a look at our already existing neighborhood, what happened with it. And it looks as though we're still gonna need a couple of things in order to keep this safe. So I'm gonna, police station, maybe not on the dirt path. I guess right here, did I say police station? I meant fire station. But right here, this is not a bad spot. And they can take care of the entirety of the neighborhood. But yeah, I guess the next episode we're gonna get back to managing the traffic a little bit. Was it? Oh man, it's 81%. Maybe we just, I don't know if we can fill up the entirety of the map. I mean, it's still like half empty at this point. How are we supposed to manage so many vehicles? We might have to do some trickery again with the old town policy. Do we have? Yeah, we have fire protection. Maybe that's another thing I could do, you know, another fire helicopter depot. A lot of people were asking for that and I never installed one, even though in the beginning we had like 2 of them. I wonder. I want it close to a body of water, of course. We have some abandonment going on, but by now I'm not too worried. 212,000 people. Nice. Yeah, I don't see many possibilities to place down this station. I think I'm gonna have it somewhere here. It would be great to bring it into this little bit behind the road. Do a little bit of smoothing. Sure. Come on, give me something good. Now this gotta be possible. Yes, okay, that's what I'm talking about. They're gonna need some power though. They already have the water. But there we go. We have another fire helicopter depot in the joint. I hope you're satisfied. Ah man, I really wish I could expand some more. I guess what we could do is tend to the decorations. It's still not getting better. We dropped again in terms of people using the public transport. I wonder, let me get back to this view and I just want to have a look at a few things. Like, is this situation here really necessary, for instance? Why are you struggling so much? I guess we could have used a larger rope for this. I mean, this is crazy. This one truck just cost 20 vehicles behind it to stop. What is this? This rock here is the only one that requires more parking spaces. Alright, maybe this isn't the most reliable spot. You know what? Let's maybe check out some more of these unique buildings and their effects. Wait, hold on. The Eden project was responsible for the pollution and not the park situation. There was one building you guys mentioned, yeah, the Hadron Collider. It's a place of science, various research takes place in the facility and it offers education to citizens. A city with Hadron Collider does not need to worry about education, the facility provides it for all citizens. Wow, these are game-breaking buildings. I cannot really do that. The Hadron Collider might break my budget because most of my income at the moment comes from education. Doomsday Vault. The Doomsday Vault is a huge underground facility that helps shelters in your city. And that's something I don't really need since we have disasters set to the lowest at the moment. The ultimate recycling plant is a monument that can manage huge amounts of garbage and process it to electricity, goods and raw materials. These products benefit your city or can be exported. Exporting is automatic if needed. Okay, that is something I actually want. We already built the Chirpway. Okay. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. Sorry. In the comment section, you said the Lord Chirpwick Castle is the one, increasing the leisure or entertainment as it is called in this game. I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. So this building site right here is single-handedly responsible for breaking the game. Well, I'm interested in the recycling plant here, the ultimate recycling plant. Oh, this is great. We need a climate research station. There it is. Oh, this actually looks rather small. Okay, climate research could be done on the mountain, so maybe we add that to our new district here. Wow, this is a little bit bigger than I anticipated. Let's maybe purchase this tile here. Areas. Yeah, we need to get this. Oh, we're all the way out here. I didn't even notice. No, I don't really think so. We need to get this on top of the mountain. I think this would be a much better suiting site here. Let's maybe terraform a tiny bit. Oh man, how am I gonna terraform this? Maybe we lower this, and we are going to go straight out. Oh geez, I'm so gonna regret this. Making this beautiful again is gonna be a pain in the butt. However, I think this is truly the place to set it up. I just need to temporarily move the road a little bit more. Now I can set it up. And then we can move it over and maybe move the road back. Oh geez. Okay, there we go. I can live with that. I mean, its ugliness is gonna remind us that we are still not finished with this. Next up, we need the floating gardens. So let's search for that. Floating cafe. No, floating oh my gosh, this is amazing, this building. Let's see. maybe in the womb district. Oh, check this out. This is just absolutely amazing. Where could we add that? This is the tourism stuff, so this could be a fairly good place. Or we go ahead, add another road there, and then we can kind of have it hanging out from this side. Can we though? Yeah, we can even adjust it. I would say this is not a bad angle, except I have to check, are the boats... No, they're not going through that. All right, this is absolutely incredible. Does a building like this exist? I have to check that. I don't think this particular building exists, but if something similar exists, let me know. I want to see that. This is crazy. Okay, we did that. What else do we need? Nothing. We have it unlocked. The ultimate recycling plant. Oh my gosh, I love it. Let's actually check our garbage status. I just want to see. Garbage processing status is here in the yellow and landfill usage 22%. Until I know what kind of traffic this is gonna provoke, I think I'm just gonna place it down in the industry area somewhere. Let's see, maybe we can use this storage facility here. That might not be the worst of ideas. I mean, it's just a processing building, right? The garbage has to be brought here. What? I meant to place the ultimate recycling plant. There we go. Okay, much better. Now there it is. Let's check our processing status. Wow, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. Let me just show you. This is something game-breaking too. So now we shut it off. Now, just check out what happens if I place down a normal recycling center. Now, let's see how much this arrow moves. That's one recycling center. Oh my gosh. And then we go ahead and activate this, and it's processing all the way up to there. This is absolutely incredible. So we will have to either move this facility or make sure they also have access to the highway. And look at that, garbage trucks that can be used 100. And this is also gonna output some power. Okay, I guess we just have to wait and see. And look at that, the trains are clogging up again. And I think, well, yeah, this is so bad. But yeah, I don't want to fix that in today's episode, so I'm just going to ignore it. We are still making money, and we're not growing at this point anymore. I will have to fix that in the next episode, so we're once again not going to do any expansion. Next episode is probably going to be traffic management, maybe a little bit of public transport. But there we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time, and see you soon. Bye-bye.